The Honorable Supreme Court of the Philippines shall give their attention, for the court is now in session.
The clerk of court will please call the matter at hand.
Called for today's continuation of oral arguments are the following cases. GR number 208566, Greco Antonius Beda Belica et al. Versus Executive Secretary Paquito N. Ochoa et al. GR number 208493, Social Justice Society President Samson S. Alcantara versus Honorable Franklin M. Drilon in his capacity as Senate President et al. And UDK 14951, Pedrito M. Nepomuceno versus President Benigno Simeon C. Aquino III et al. Appearing as counsels for petitioners are the following. For petitioners Belgica, Gonzalez, Abante, San Diego, Alcantara, and Nepomuceno, Attorney Eduardo V. Bringas, Attorney Alfredo B. Molo III, and Attorney Nico B. Valderrama. As counsel for petitioner Villegas, Attorney Maria Romina M. Dalagan. For petitioner in GR number 208493, Attorney Samson S. Alcantara. For the public respondents, Solicitor General Francis H. Hardilesa, Senior State Solicitor Florin T. Hilbay, Associate Solicitor Emerson S. Bañez, Associate Solicitor Maria Graciela D. Base, Associate Solicitor Maximo Paulino T. Season III, Attorney Melbourne Pana. For the Senate Legal Counsel, Attorney Maria Valentina Santana Cruz. As representative from the House of Representatives, Attorney Leonardo B. Palicte III, Deputy Secretary General, Legal Affairs Department. As representative from Department of Budget and Management, Attorney Rowena Candice M. Ruiz, Director for Legal Service. Appearing as amicus curiae is Honorable Maria Gracia Pulido Tan, Chairperson, Commission on Audit. The Solicitor General shall have 30 minutes to argue today.
Kindly proceed, Solicitor General, and the rest may take their seats.
Madam Chief Justice, Honorable Associate Justices, good afternoon, and may it please the Court. First, we would like to thank the Honorable Court for giving us the permission to supply you with our evidence packet. This is a short compilation of the relevant pages of the PDAF provisions in issue and of the COA report. We will also be giving copies to the counsels for the petitioners. Your Honors, the various petitions before us today question the constitutionality of first, the Priority Development Assistance Fund, or the PDAF, as contained in the GAA of 2013, the sufficiency of the delegation of authority to the President to use the Malampaya Fund under Section 8 of PD 910, and the President's Social Fund, or the PSF, under Section 12 of PD 1869 as amended. Your Honors, we will submit and hope to show to you that on the PDAF, first, the text of the PDAF provisions on their face are all constitutionally valid. We will walk you through our evidence packet, through the verbatim text of the 6 special provisions of the PDAF and show, as we walk you through, that none of them, none of the six, suffer from any constitutional infirmity. We will do this to meet head-on the allegation of so-called facial unconstitutionality. Second, with your indulgence and your patience, we will walk you through relevant pages of the COA Special Audit Report. This is to meet head-on the argument that even if the PDAF is not unconstitutional on its face, the COA Special Report is evidence that this honorable court should abandon its rulings in Philconsa, Sarmiento, and Lamp. Your Honors, the audit findings of the COA have sparked understandable national outrage, which respondents fully share, over the implementation of the PDAF, the most serious and the most scandalous of which is the COA finding, and I quote, denial by a number of suppliers and recipient beneficiaries, and even sponsoring legislators on their participation on the reported projects. End of quote. Plainly put, Your Honors, the COA was saying there was corrupt misuse of government funds through ghost deliveries. We will walk you through the COA report, though, to show to you that there are 4 and only 4 audit findings over matters of execution or implementation that implicate or relate to the members of Congress. And we will try to persuade you that despite these 4 references to the members of Congress, these audit findings do not justify the abandonment of the Philconsa ruling. We will try to persuade you that the flaws in the implementation of the PDAF are better resolved through policy changes and executive actions, many of which are currently underway. We will ask this honorable court to take judicial notice that the government's investigatory and prosecutorial institutions have filed cases to prosecute perpetrators of ghost deliveries or those alleged to have been involved in kickbacks over the same ghost deliveries. We will also ask Your Honors to take similar notice of the actions of the executive and the legislative branches to eliminate the PDAF in the current and in the 2014 budget. We will then submit and we will show how existing laws validly delegate to the President the authority to use the Malampaya and the President's social fund. Finally, but certainly not the least, we will make one final appeal for a partial lifting of the TRO. On behalf of more than 500,000 scholars and an equal number of indigent medical patients, we say, Your Honors, for all the sins that attended the implementation of PDAF, there will be a time to punish the errant and the corrupt. But we will plead to you, time is not on the side of the patients, and time is not on the side of the scholars. We will appeal to the Honorable Court to give the benefit of the doubt to these innocent beneficiaries of the PDAF. Permit me now, Your Honors, to go to our first topic, which is the constitutionality of the PDAF. As we said, we propose to meet head-on allegations that the provisions of the PDAF, as contained in the 2013 GAA, are unconstitutional on their face. With your permission, Your Honor, can I now shift to the respondent's evidence packet? On page 1, we reproduced actually a slide of the Honorable Chief Justice. It is also on the screen, Your Honors. It is the 1994 provisions on the CDF, which was upheld in PhilConsa. You will notice how brief it is and how general it is, as noted in last Tuesday's arguments. With your permission, can we now go to page 2 of the evidence packet? It is a photocopy from the official gazette of the provisions of the 2013 PDAF, Your Honors. It is on page 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of your evidence packet. If you will kindly go to page 2, can we take the first special provision? Special provision number 1. It will be used for priority programs and projects to be implemented by the corresponding agencies. We would like to call your attention, Your Honor, to the question of the Chief Justice the other day. Her presentation, which we will not repeat today on the slides. What struck us is you compare what we have on the screen, the 1994 CDF, and 5 pages of the 2013 PDAF. This shows the evolution many years ago from a very short general provision to 5 pages of a very, very detailed menu and many, many special provisions. What do we make of it? We will try to persuade you that the Congress has moved to a regime of restraint and constraint. All of these special provisions are self-imposed limitations